Everyone, it's Karen from Quantum Healing with Tina and Karen. So I just want to jump on today. It's Friday. Um, don't ask me what day it is. It's Friday though. It's May something, but on Friday. So I think it's the weekend of Mother's Day, right? I don't know. If anyone would want to comment down below and let me know. Also, please like and subscribe. I saw that my last two videos were quite successful. So great. Thank you everyone who jumped on and watched and actually watched the whole thing. I appreciate everyone being part of my journey and, curious to know like what's happening with myself and how I'm proceeding with life as a free woman. So, yeah, I just want to hop on. I was gone for a couple of days, kind of went disconnected. And yeah, I went to a cottage up north in Quebec here with my mom and my kids, and just spent some time out there, nature. It was a little cold out there. It was rainy. Wasn't ideal, but I mean, anything to get away and change, your ideas and everything like that. Yeah, just a couple of tragic things that happened in my family recently. My aunt passed away end of April, and then her husband, my uncle, my mom's brother, passed 6 days later. So I don't know the accurate details surrounding it. Fact, they did get the jab a couple of days, or a week or something, like not that long before they passed. So that's one. Fact number two was I was informed that my uncle, his sodium was going up and he had pneumonia, apparently marked as not pneumonia as cause of death, but that's none of my business. I know my cousins, like their 3 sons, had it, but are, I suppose, recovering, or 2 or 3 have recovered. I don't know if my younger cousin is actually still in hospital with it, because apparently he has fever that hasn't been going down, so that's a little bit of a concern to me, but I don't know if he himself is jabbed, so it's funny times that we live in. I guess like embracing these actual physical facts, that it is happening and are manifesting in our reality, or at least their reality. I really don't have very much more to say about it than what we've already expressed. Tina and I have already expressed in our videos. I know Tina has a lot to say about it, and I encourage her really to share what she knows or what she's researched so far. She's putting together quite a bit of a project, which I'm really proud to, give a little bit of a, I think I could say that, yeah. It's going to come out eventually, but, a little project that she's putting together. And yeah, there's just so much information out there that, we aren't really considering. I find everything is such a distraction for us to not keep ourselves on, focused. And really the focus is looking elsewhere, things happen, we're looking at it, so we don't know what's going on over there. I think it is important to be aware of what's happening all around you, just observing it, not keeping it as the absolute truth. How many times have I heard that, something big's going to happen and it's going to be by this date, and, the dates pass and it's like, okay. Like, no, it's been said so many times that I'm just like, no, we'll see, we'll see. So I've decided to, instead of putting my energy out there, it's really to preserve what I can for myself, focus on what I can control within my own environment, focus on, my family and my business, my relationship, the things that actually matter to me. I find there's just so much emphasis and so much misinformation, and like, it's just a little extra, like just all the information that's extra without showing any proof whatsoever that it is an actual fact. Everything is actually hearsay. We don't know. what is happening. And just because like one person says it doesn't mean that it's fucking true. Like, we don't know. Again, like in our videos that we've talked about, there's a lot of attachments and entities going on that are working through people. So we don't know. I mean, people who are channeling, I've become such a skeptic, major skeptic about people who channel. Even myself as a channeler, I'm not even comfortable doing that anymore. More so than I have to do many checks. I just go into my higher inner wisdom, which I feel is the most reliable and how it feels within myself. And I'm not saying that I have the absolute truth, but I'm saying for myself, and I encourage other people to do that themselves. Also being able to ask of themselves to, like, how does it really make me feel? Does it really align? Is it possible that there could be other answers out there that may not be aligning with my truth? And yeah, it's hard because, a lot of people have cognitive dissonance, and I sure fucking did. I definitely did. And it's a low blow at times, especially when you have to realize that your reality is completely botched and bullshit. So yeah, I do like to hold a higher perspective and knowing, my hope for what is to come. But I also have to hold that knowing that we don't know if that is going to happen or any of these things are going to happen in our lifetime. Now, I say that because we know just through observation or just from our own knowing and knowledge that evolution is a slow go. Evolution can be rapid in certain instances, but when you're thinking of a collective consciousness of people, like almost 8 billion people that have to go on board for one, like evolving into a new way of life, that's a big change. So I mean, I look at the reality that I'm in, at least within my immediate family or, just the people around me, friendships and whatnot. And it just feels very far-fetched. And I don't know how they would roll that out, like all the realities that they're talking about out there. I don't even want to go into them specifically because it's like, I can't even think. Like, I'm just so in it that I'm like, okay, no, I just want to focus on just that reality of if I can't even see it in my own reality, being surrounded by people who are living in, the world that we know it right now, where this virus is so deadly, or that, we really need a vaccine or whatever it is, a shot to I don't know. There's a lot of virtue signaling around that, but anyway, that's another topic. Just that reality itself. Like, how on earth could we even, implement such things like, where the new age or the evolution of being free. Nobody can be free. Nobody knows how to be free. I'm only realizing or how to be free in my own world right now, without needing the stuff that they're trying to talk about, without needing to express that. My cousins just lost their two parents. Like, how on earth would they even accept a reality of freedom? There's just so much hurt and pain going on in the world, and greed and lack of sovereignty, looking for that savior. When can they tell us to remove these masks and roam free and be able to reunite with our families? How on earth are they going to undo all of that after they fucking scared the shit out of everybody and saying, okay, we're good now. We figured it out. You're free now. I didn't mean to go very gray zone on you for the last couple of minutes. There's just so much to talk about around this. But my take on it is that if we are able to just open up our hearts and open space for at least acknowledging that our world is so far from the end game, I guess, like where we are free, I think then we can put our focus inward and find freedom within within where we are, where we can meet ourselves in this life right now. I think that is as free as we can get at this time, without getting so caught up in storylines and narratives and things that we don't even know are actually happening. I find it's not, I mean, it's nice to feel safe or feel good. Don't get me wrong. But I think it's also good to be able to take a step back, sit down a little bit, take a bit of a deep breath here, and just be present in your own life right now without having to worry about the world and its state of being at this time. I feel it's important for us, at least the light workers who are working, to be able to hold that for ourselves. And it's so important because we have a lot of work to do, and it obviously has to start within. That's for sure. So anyway, I just want to leave it at that. I'm sorry if that was super vague, but I'm thinking about all of you. Sending you all my love always, and I'll try to be a little more clear next time I talk. But you have a great day, and I'll see you again next time. Bye, guys. Love you. P.S. If you made it this far and you've gotten to the point of the Easter eggs that I've left here at the end, I am, I try as much as possible to keep a one pipe in terms of my authentic voice. Now, if I went into a lot of detail, then it would have been a very long video. And I like to leave my detailed videos when I speak with Tena, but because then at least we can have a discussion about it. But for my own reality, because as you all know, like I've gone through some serious changes in my life in the last couple of weeks. One being I left my job, as you know, and that I have to be completely self-reliant now, radically self-reliant. And two, I had to change my entire financial situation in terms of my debts and whatnot, and really had to go to a place of like bankruptcy practically to reset myself. I don't get too caught up in, in the programs and narratives of like, like my credit score and things that I used to really take pride in. I really had to let go of all of that, which I have, obviously. But yeah, I've been told that I should wait because Nasara is coming. Now, that kind of didn't sit too well with me, because I feel like my life has to stop because I'm waiting for an event to happen, which we have no idea is ever even going to happen, at least not in my lifetime again. So yeah, I had to bite the bullet and take life into my own hands, because my quality of life is actually happening right now, not on a gamble of something that may happen. I'm not saying that it's not going to happen, but will it happen in my lifetime? I don't know. Will it happen in a couple weeks? It could. But that's not going to it was taking away from my quality of life then, now, in that moment, my present moment in that time. So again, these are like the saviors that are, that are coming, come in different shapes and forms. Like Nasara is a savior. The idea is beautiful, but again, like how to implement that in the grander scheme of life. There's so much greed out there. There's such a collective block of greed and scarcity and lack. I can't even imagine how they would roll that out and have like that great financial reset or whatever it is, or abundance for all, when people don't know how to even to live in that way. So Like, I'm learning how to do it right now by letting go of those programs. But this is a conscious choice of mine. It's not something that was handed to me and been like, here you go. Now you could be free. Being free is a state of being. I am my own savior. That's really the bottom line. I am my own Nasara. Pretty much. So that's it. That was just a little Easter egg of my vagueness. But yeah, there's just a lot of those kind of things that are happening around me, and ideas that I am willing to accept as reality, perhaps in the grander scheme of life, perhaps not in this linear timeline, perhaps later on, because we did just roll out the age of Aquarius. We just began a new age, and these new ages, or these ages, like, can take 2,000 years, and we really just started it. So yeah, we could be, the ones that have started the process of going in that direction. But to move all of those consciousnesses to join us in this way of being, there's so many blocks. I'm just unblocking a lot of my own stuff. And yeah, again, I can't even see that happening anytime. I'm sorry to be a Debbie Downer, but that's what is true to my heart right now. Because, I mean, if you could name 5 people in your immediate circle reality that are very awake and like very awake, then that's amazing. But I don't. I really don't. And the people that I know are the only ones in their circle too. So we're already very scarce. So this is really the beginning process of getting, waking other people up, or waiting for people to wake up, whatever. And so that's it. I'm sorry that if I was a downer, but, gotta support my one pipe, support my reality and truth. Again, you don't have to take what I say. You really don't. Feel it into your own heart. That's really what is required of you. We do live in fear, and we do hope for a better future. I think we all can say that collectively. We all want our futures and our lives to be harmonious and beautiful. But we do have a long way to go. We really do. So focus on your inside so that it reflects your outer world. Find freedom inside. Because it really starts here. We are our only savior. So love yourself, be kind to yourself, be gentle with yourself, and let's all work together in that way. I love you all again. See ya.